out wide today.
Yeah, maybe
I certainly hope so.
So, without further ado, and without anyone lagging out, in the bottom left corner, playing as the green Zerg, and it still seems a lot zoomed out, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's Franscar. Oh, they're starting on low ground mains, that's why. Never mind.
It's completely ordinary. And here in the bottom left corner of the map, from Team Rekin, we have our pink Zerg player. It is Ejwoda.
Oh, that's right, it's Vek. No, I'm saying Wek. It's Vek. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying that wrong.
Lows the balls.
So this is... Okay, so basically in ZVZ. ZVZ is basically about, oh, we need a production tab. Whoever can make the spawning pool the latest and not die is ahead. That's
right.
Basically how it works. So like, a 10 pool would counter a 6 pool, but a 12 pool would counter a 10 pool, and a 14 pool would counter a 12 pool, but a 6 pool would kill a 12 pool because you don't have it up in time, right? So that's basically how it works. And the queens don't even attack right now, so it's very based on these Zerglings. Like I said, we did try and make the roaches in a way so that if you mix in some roaches with your Zerglings, you should get the upper hand. But then you don't have any anti-air if he goes for quick mutas.
Yeah. So we have a 10 pool here from Ejwoda versus the 12 pool from Franscar.
So that means
we have
Franscar
gas
is
from Ejwoda.
technically ahead, but we're just gonna get that very early speed. So if Franscar tries to go for an early expansion and gets denied, it might put him very far behind.
Oh, yes. And the gas for Ejwoda, that's going to be a big difference as well.
Yeah.
It's going to give him a lot of mobility.
And it might set him up for some really early mutas. It is possible to go for one base muta, and this is interesting because Ejwoda will not make a single drone for a long time. He's going to be stuck on 10 drones. We're going to have 12 drones for Franscar, but he's actually trying to get away with this hatchery. Now, how they scouted each other is the question.
Not yet. Their overlords are like very, very close to each other, but they haven't seen each other's overlord just yet.
Oh, so this is bad for Ejwoda because that means he's going to send out these first Zerglings in different directions, or all in the wrong direction. Apparently, I would split them up. Okay, he's splitting them up. He's splitting both. Oh, he thinks he knows that it's not there because he hasn't seen an overlord. So he's been... Oh, but now he's going to see Zerglings. He's going to see Zerglings.
And he's going to pull back, probably to defend or maybe to be aggressive. But Franscar does know earlier where Ejwoda is.
He didn't see this. Okay, now he knows. Now he's turning around. He's trying to get an expansion. This is actually pretty good from Franscar because his positioning right now is amazing compared to his opponent. He's going to pick up a couple of early Zerglings here.
There we go. We got some Zerglings from Franscar going to start nibbling away at this hatchery. The hatchery goes down very, very quickly. Now we have the reinforcements though. Franscar's reinforcements and Ejewoda's.
Oh, we canceled it.
Cancelled. There's still too many Zerglings here for Franscar. The Zerglings are just scattered here for Ejwoda, who just has not really been able to get that coherent force. But now with the production kicking in.
Yeah, he got the speed now.
And the speed, of course, big asset. Now Ejwoda is going to be able to expand very, very quickly and put on the pressure onto Franscar, who knows exactly now what he has to deal with.
Meanwhile, though, Franscar has gotten the base up just fine, which was not the plan of Ejwoda at all. And he's getting a spine crawl, but I don't think the spine crawl is going to finish before he gets completely surrounded and killed.
Oh, the drones are here, though.
He's going to try and save the spine crawler. There's no way he can save the spine crawler. And now he might lose his drones. This is really bad for Franscar. That pulling those drones was not the right move. And Ejwoda's not going to try and kill the natural. He's actually going to try and go for the heart, and he's chased out. And now I don't think he can kill natural anymore because Franscar can just, send reinforcements. Yeah,
there's a lot of Zerglings here now for Franscars, and along with the drones, I think that's going to be enough to hold this natural and at least keep it alive for a while. Ejwoda did, of course, keep those drones off mining, delaying it a little bit, but it's up earlier.
Franscar is going to go for the roach ward. Now, what I was going to say that I didn't say is that I said we designed the roaches to be interesting in ZVZ, but so far it hasn't proven that fruitful. So Franscar may make a mistake here by making roaches. We'll see though, especially with a very fast lair from Ejwoda. If those mutalisks are fast, then Franscar has to do damage.
Now, yeah, there we go. Spire coming up. So Ejwoda is going to go for the mutas, and Franscar is going to rely more on his ground forces, and that also means he doesn't have that much to deal with as said mutas.
No. The thing is though, if Ejwoda doesn't make spine crawlers, then the roaches may do really well with these Zerglings to be with. Now the Zerglings don't have speed, unfortunately, which means that with the roaches it's going to be a very slow force, and he's going to have to have spine crawlers of himself to defend.
Yeah, he's gonna. He doesn't really have as much freedom to do counterattacks.
Oh, and Wuja gets a scout off, but he doesn't see the roach horn, but he sees there's no layers, so that's good for him. Now, no, oh, did he get a whiff of that roach horn? I think he.
Yeah, he did see it.
It's
did.
on the.
It's in the shroud.
Also, Franscar cannot move out with only roaches. They're just gonna get surrounded and killed. There we go. He has to bring the Zerglings with him.
But he has got slow links, so he's that's a little bit of a downside. And if Ejwoda says that, he can just go around it and counterattack. Especially with mutas coming out. Spire's about to finish. Not a lot of supply available for these mutas.
No, we're gonna have some mutas now, but here comes roaches plus Zerglings, and they could pack a punch versus these Zerglings of Wuja. And Wuja is gonna need to use the mutas to defend, which is good for Franscar. Okay, Franscar could perhaps try and pick off this base.
That looks like it's gonna do now. Roaches actually, they do straight up damage, but they also deal 8 damage over 5 seconds. They apply a damage over time effect onto anything they shoot at.
Yeah, so he gets like a flame here, as you can see on the Sergei.
Yeah.
That luckily didn't stick to the Overlord, because that would have been a bug. Oh, he did cancel one Mutalist there by killing that egg, which is kind of nice. So here comes the Mutalist, though. They're gonna definitely... Look at how much these Roaches are helping to kill the Zerglings.
Yeah, it's a really big deal.
And this is actually helping Franscar quite a bit. He needs to pull back that one Roach, getting completely surrounded. He's gonna lose one Roach, he's gonna lose one more, but these Zerglings doing all the damage to the workers, and meanwhile, Franscar is getting a Hydrodon up so he can make Hydras the defenders the Mutalists, and there's so few workers left for Wuja.
There's 3!
No,
3 workers!
Oh, but here comes more Roaches! He's just gonna relentlessly throw Roaches at his opponent. No, actually, stop now, but there's more Roaches, and this is gonna keep the Mutas even further. And Mutas take forever killing Roaches. This is... Oh, and the burn effect is gonna kill the workers.
Oh, he has one drone.
He's making one more.
One drone for Ejwoda. He's gonna double his drone count by making this drone right now.
Those meta scouting pattern, yeah.
Yeah, that's really what bit him. Wuja was just being a little bit too fancy. If he would have just sent it straight
he's sending his drone out. Is he gonna expand? What is he doing?
That's so crazy. Why would he do that?
I don't know. But
mutas are here. And GG is called. He realizes he can't get enough done. Franscar taking game number 1.